Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I'm your Sherpa for this read. If this is your first time to the fourth dimension, welcome. Glad you found us. Me and the dog Sophia. And this is going to be your weekend spread. I do a weekly zodiac, per zodiac read, midweek pulse, and then what to expect this weekend, which is what we're doing now. If you found me, even if it's a collective read, so even if you are new here, welcome, and you might find a message here for you. It has been an interesting week, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. I feel the energy. I feel people coming together. There's a lot of new beginnings, a lot of spiritual awakenings so far. People I've talked to, epiphanies, reconciliation, several breakups, just people identifying. Wow. And then all this comes out. That's kind of interesting. This is going to be an interesting read, y'all. As I'm saying this, wait till you, just hang in there, y'all. We're going to get there. I promise you. Da, 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 da. Aren't you all excited that we made it to the weekend? I'm gonna leave that on the side. 5 more, please. Thank you. There's 3. Thank you for your patience. Got 2 more cards. Just need 2 more. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? So excited. Here we are for the weekend spread. Overall energy is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So as you know, the 10 of Wands is I just can't carry this pile one more step. I actually say it's the straw that broke the camel's back card, and it's the closure. 10s are completion. So it's really more of a congratulatory. You finished out a cycle. You finished out a chapter. It was super painful. That's why it's a 10. You had to release it. And you're ready to go on to the next one. So congratulations for those of you that can resonate with this card. And let's see what the weekend holds for you. Overall, for the highlight of the week is shocking. So whatever's coming in, oh, look at this. And behind that, it's breaking point. It's very similar to the 10 of Wands we just talked about. So, and behind that is finality. So like I said, when we started this spread, is several of you are closing out chapters. Several of you are starting new ones independently or with a loved one or a partner or somebody you want to get to know. But there's a lot of turmoil. There's just a lot of closing of cycles, I feel, for a lot of zodiac signs. Top of the spread so far, we have releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. So it's very similar to the 8 of Cups, I feel, or yeah, pretty much, I think so. Or it could be the 10 of Wands as well. The releasing is not just releasing a human, but I feel like the expectations and like all of it, releasing all of it, expectations of how the relationship should have turned out, grieving what could have been, like all of it. That's pretty impressive. And so this person is releasing all of it, letting go of all of it, moving on and walking away. Right below that is a Page of Pentacles. So somebody's going to come in, maybe this person is going to have a conversation about a new commitment, a new beginning, a new joint venture. Again, take it as it resonates. Right below that, it's a King of Pentacles in the reverse. So Spirit's saying, be careful. You might know this person. Historically, this person struggles. They struggle with balance in usually materialism. That's the King of Pentacles, is they might feel lack. They might be coming in to, this might be a loan. It might be a, like I got a business agreement kind of going on, and somebody's walking away from one thing, releasing it, and coming into another thing. Usually it's kind of like in the reverse, the king tends to struggle. It's like lack of control, right? It's a lack of control. So I get off this card as somebody I believe that feels comfortable enough to come and have a conversation with you about starting something with you, because of their feeling of lack. But it's also fear. There's a lot of fear of instability and fear of financial security. And they're gonna wanna have a discussion about this. Right in the second line, we have twin flames. So a twin flame, if you're new to tarot, is similar to a soulmate, but this person there's a lot of soulmates. That's what I hear. There's lots and lots of soulmates, but there's only one twin flame. They're cut from your cloth. And as you elevate, right, they need to follow. And that's usually how it happens, through cycles, through tower moments. So as you are pouring love into yourself, self-love, and elevating your own self, and learning some lessons and growing, that other connected human on this planet that you've chosen prior to coming here. I know it's a story, Google it. But that twin is gonna mirror you at some point and come like a rubber band that's been stretched too far right behind you. And that's kind of what it looks like is happening. So it's mirroring, right? Shared feelings and reflection. So whatever you're going through, your twin is also going through. So if you find that you can't sleep at night at 2 a.m, they're probably up at 2 o'clock in the morning, wherever they are. And they're mirroring a lot of the same emotions, growth, pain, all of it, right? So as this person's releasing, your twin is supposedly feeling the same thing. Right below the twin flames, we have the Death card. Again, don't get scared about that. You can't have a new beginning without closure. And so the Death can be a behavior, it can be toxicity, it can be releasing, right? With this, what we're defining, Spirit saying, hey, we needed this to happen. We needed this to happen to have a new beginning. So whatever this was, a relationship, toxic behavior, expectations, codependency, all of it. So whatever the struggle was that was keeping you two from combining and elevating together, somebody's letting go. And right below that is somebody has made a bad choice. They made a bad choice in the past. They chose the wrong partner. They went down the wrong road. They invested in the wrong thing based on fear, lack of security, greed, all of it. And quite honestly, they're going to come back and have a conversation with you about their choices and how it turned into a nightmare. In the middle, I think this is your part. Here's your part. Whoever's watching me, I just needed to say that out loud so you're paying attention. Boundaries. First thing out. And again, boundaries it says no drawing the line. It says no, comma, drawing the line, comma, enough. Poor Sophie. So the boundaries are, it might be that you need to put a boundary around you, right? But a lot of people get that confused. They say, well, can I help somebody? Sure, you can, as long as it doesn't restrict you from doing you, really. So if I'm being called on the carpet with one of my friends and they need to borrow $100 and I only have $100 and I have $70 worth of bills, it might not be in my best interest to lend that money. That might be a sign somebody might be sick too. I get the sense of that as well. She's 13, y'all. She is so cute, man. So that boundary that you're trying to draw in, and I feel like I need to tell you this. I can't believe I'm going to tell you this. My little CHF dog. So I can't believe I'm telling you this, but when I was 19, I think I was 18, I'd been out of the house since I was almost 15, about 15 years old, and I chose to leave. I thought I knew it all, and I'm going to go explore the world, and made a lot of bad choices. I can't even kid. And at 17, 18, I'm getting tired. I can't afford, I'm getting paid like $2.10. That's a true thing. Back in the 80s, that's what you got paid as a waitress. And I'm barely scraping by, and I had to give the people I was living with, my friends, and I was renting a walk-in closet, right? A walk-in closet for like $300 a month, which was outrageous in the 80s, but I mean, it's walk-in. And I could barely make it. And so I called my dad and I said, I want to come home. I know I haven't seen y'all for 4 years, but I'd like to come home. And he cried on the phone. And he's like, Maria, I love you so, so much, but no, you can't come home. He had a baby. He had a newborn, a new wife. And he's trying to get his life on track. And I was in a place of need for sure. But that that actually helped me, because I think if he would have enabled me, I wouldn't have figured stuff out and gone to college, right? I wouldn't have been motivated to make the next right step that I needed to take. I would have totally gone home, sat on the couch, and lived my best life eating his food, overstepping boundary after boundary. That's who I was back in the teens. And this is the vibe I'm getting. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you. Anyway, whatever. Every lesson, every scar, every lesson I have, I'm never shy. I will share it with the world if it helps somebody feel better about saying no to an addict, an alcoholic, somebody who's got a gambling problem, like anybody that we're digging a hole for them. So we're technically helping them die a little sooner. I'm super I'll be very humble. I will share personal stories all day long. This is that situation. I get this person's coming in and they need some help. Your boundary is, what can you afford to help with that will not enable, but also won't deter you from your goals. That's what I'm hearing. So if it's a burden on your family, if it's a burden on you, if it's going to help, keep you up at night, probably not a good idea. And a lot of people don't know about boundaries. They think, if I don't help, I'm not a good family member, I'm not a good lover, I'm not this, that, and the other. I disagree, but I think you got to take care of you. I know, TMI. There's my little PSA for the day. So you're in the middle of your spread. You have 5 of Wands. This is a lot of conflict, like serious conflict, yelling, screaming, arguing, fighting. And it says, learn to take life as it comes, the good and the bad. So they might be a little offended if you do put a boundary around the no, right? And okay, that's how it is. We all will live to see another day, more than likely, but you do have a Knight of Pentacles coming in. So this person is, and this is the slowest night on the planet out of all of tarot, it's a new opportunity. And I feel like this person is going to come in and offer you a brand new conversation, right? This inverted king, right? This imbalanced king is going to come in and have a conversation and offer you what a wonderful new opportunity for you to start a new relationship. And I think Spirit's saying there's probably some clarification that you're going to need around this, because it's going to sound really good. I really do believe this is going to make you happy as well as anxious. This person you don't trust. They burnt you a few times. You love them tremendously. You've invested a lot of your own energy, time, money, all of that into this relationship. And the clarity says truth, intentions, and honesty. And that's what you need. If you can do that, and you have to use your intuition to discern if you trust this person, right? Right below that is you're going to have some challenges ahead. So this is not going to be an overnight matter. Their reasoning for coming in is support. They need your support, right? And I think you can do this. I think you can help them, and depending on what they need, you can help them. You can talk to them about what kind of support, what does that look like, right? That's this conversation. So that's you're identifying the actual challenges that they're identifying and saying, maybe they want to, release an addiction and they need some assistance. Help them out, like find them resources. Again, what does that look like, right? You love this person tremendously. The 2 of Cups is a partnership where somebody's offering and having a conversation to unify a commitment of some form. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be a mother-son. It can be two spouses, right? This is reconciliation. It's the initial steps. It's a 2. You just made a decision. You haven't done anything yet. There's no 4 of Wands out. So you're just making those baby steps into kind of putting boundaries around the relationship to discern what you're doing here. So at the end, this is what Spirit says. In their heart, they want a commitment. Look at that. And several of you are going to jump at this. You are going to be like, yes, I've been waiting 5 years for this, right? You have the moon on the side. So and again, when I get a sideways card, it's probably because there's a lot of folks watching this. You have secrets in the upright, right? And I never get the sense that it's like deceptive. It could be, but I think the secrets are coming out. So it might be their intentions, or what they wanted to say, what they've never said to you, that, you know, like it's finally releasing. This is amending. So I don't think there's evil listed anywhere in here. Anything that happens in a reading is meant in a reading. So they might just show up, you know. And then we got the Queen of Cups, and I think that's you. I do think that's you. I think you're gonna see, like, you've been sitting in this energy for a hot second, waiting for your king to show up. And it's an inverted king, but it's a king nonetheless. They do need a little balance, right? For sure. But it says be open to receive. That's the other thing is, I feel like this card right here is clarification of the challenges. So when you get down to causes and condition of why this didn't work to begin with, you're gonna also have a little opportunity for forgiveness, because you're gonna release the resentment that you had when they are now finally honest with you. So you can have an open heart, you can have an open mind, you can accept this inverted king, because they're gonna actually, their growth is like next steps into closer to the emperor. And that's kind of what I see is happening here. This is beautiful. Yeah, it's messy. Sure, it's messy. And I think there's reason that you have issues around the 5. You know, you want to have arguments and fights. So tell me more about the 5 of Wands. I have the Sun card. So it's through this arguing, it's through these conversations, it's through these discussions, you're going to find joy. You're going to find this is a wish fulfilled. You do have some decisions to make, and it says believe in your own personal power. That's also defining the boundaries card. So when I look at the 2, you haven't made the decision to which way you're going to go. Now this did fall out on the side. So to be fair, several of you are this is gonna be your 10 cups, and several of you, you're not gonna accept this and you're moving forward, right? So tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Several of you, I feel, have already healed from this. This is a little late. The window is shut. It's been shut a while. You might have even moved on to 1 or 2 relationships after this one. So, I mean, it's always nice to amend a situation, but it may be different to reconcile. So let's see, anything else for this Queen of Cups? It's a beautiful reading, actually. And if you can, please hit that subscribe button. That helps me grow the algorithm, and it helps me reach a larger footprint. It costs you nothing at all. It takes you a second to click on that button, and that way you get the notification sent to you, so you'll know when I upload new content. So also, lastly, to clarify this Queen of Cups, we have the Devil in reverse. That does mean healing, that recovery. So they're trying to recover and restore a relationship, because there's been some challenges in this relationship, about a lot of heavy ones. It's going to have an Ace of Truth, or Ace of Swords, which is truth coming in. So you can trust this person, and it's going to come in fast. So they're going to rush in, I think. If they didn't already see you this week, they're going to rush in. And I do believe that they will. Anything else you want to share with the collective about this weekend? Anything else you want to share with the collective before this weekend? It's a celebration right there. You did close this chapter out, and they want to come back and turn that wheel around. They do. They're not done. They didn't get to say what they needed to say. They feel like there was lessons and opportunities and adventures that they missed because they got distracted and went down the wrong road, right? And so they want to redo those, and they want you to consider that again. I have the High Priestess in the reverse. So, you know, Spirit is actually definitely saying trust your intuition. And this is, be careful, because there might be some superficial and hidden motives. Again, listen to your intuition. I mean, I know we all get caught up in the emotion of it, but the left, you know, the heart and the mind must be in one. And if we only listen to the mind, we close our heart off, right? That's what the Queen of Cups is saying, is you're open to hearing it and opening to accept this. And if you're like, nope, I'm good, then that's maybe not balanced. And then the other side is listening only to your heart, not to your mind, and your mind knows better. So again, in this situation, you're gonna have to identify. Lastly, you have the Star in reverse. And the Star in reverse is unfulfilled hopes, disappointment, pessimism, doubt, and despair. And that's what Spirit is telling me to tell you, that when you're focused on the negative increases. So let's tell me about the Star in reverse. And again, not everybody will resonate. And it's not being able to make a decision, chaos, imbalance. Again, I'm going to go back to that imbalance. So if somebody's coming back in, this is why I think I told you my story. Okay? Keep it real. The 19-year-old me was probably emotionally about 12. No, actually 18-year-old. So when I was racing home because my knees were skinned and I didn't want to be left out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, right? And I wanted somebody to save me. That's what I was looking for. Is a roof, a warm room, somebody else's grocery bill, that sort of thing. And I own that today. I know what I was doing. I was out of control. And that's an Ace of Wands coming in for passionate, right? And I got to be straight with you. I don't think I would have been on the path that got me to where I needed to be as a growing adult. If he would have said yes, I would have passed that up and I would have missed that opportunity to elevate and learn some lessons a little early in my life. So I'm grateful that he did that. Now, that being said, that's the vibe I'm getting for several of you is they're going to come back imbalanced and they're going to tell you they miss you and they're going to tell you they love you and they've changed, etc. And you're going to have to identify if that's the truth or if they're like the little 19-year-old calling daddy to say, come and pick me up, come and save me. And it's tough. This is a tough call, y'all. The nice thing is you don't have to make a decision. You can put it in a pause. You can say, let's sit on it. Let's take it slow. You don't have to make a decision today. And you don't have to jump in there. And that's what they're saying is, you remember, you have boundaries. So you get to put some rules around this and like give me a week to think about it. See how that goes. Because I do feel like it's like a lot of y'all have been struggling with this behavior for a while, not the human, just the behavior of the human, and several of you are loving this person to death, and they just got off the path. So you're gonna have to discern if they're coming at you straight or with good intent or not. So, that's a lot this weekend. Again, if you want a personal read, feel free to reach out to me at Fourth Dimension Tarot. I say tarot. I've gotten some. It's tarot. I don't like saying that. It's tarot. So you can say whatever you want to say. Fourth Dimension Tarot at gmail.com. I'm doing sessions probably up until summer, right up at the beginning of summer. I'm going to take a break. But, or you can just hit the like button as well and leave a positive comment for everybody to see if this resonated. I can't wait to hear how this turned out. And until Monday, we'll see y'all soon. Take care. God bless. Light and love.